What's up, Inner Circle? Welcome to another episode of The Short and Spicy. The Short and Spicy. The Smart Club quickie version.
Y'all, it is... We're here in the name of Smut being better with friends.
Correct.
Which is excellent because, yes, that is Brandon's voice you hear.
That deep male voice that you hear.
Deep male.
We did not make another male friend. We have one.
Oh.
That's our quota.
I mean...
I'm the token gay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Every friend
You're the token boy.
It's apparently important to have multiple gender identities, I guess.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah. We thank you for your service.
You're right.
Truly.
The cross I bear. Hello.
The cross you bear. And bear it beautifully. Yes, you do. Oh, y'all, welcome to another episode of Banter and Bullshit. Where we are just the most intelligent and evolved selves.
We bring the most just mind-blowing commentary on any possible topic you can really imagine.
We the other day, Katie Bird she uncovered this in Apple Podcasts. Apparently, Friends and Family, we have learned that there is an automatically generated transcript of each of our episodes that AI provides for us.
So we
have not typed that up.
Nope.
Can you imagine reading that back?
So, Brandon.
Oh, we have. So you have to update your phone to iOS 17 point whatever it is, and that's how you get the update. And so
that's what that update was for?
I was scrolling through other podcasts.
Just for transcripts.
And I saw the transcript come up on someone else, on a different podcast. And then I was like, I wonder if that happens for ours. And so I went to ours, and sure enough, it's transcripted, and I, like, every word. And I said the word bullshittery, and it got it.
Accurately.
Good old AI coming through.
Yeah. I have not read the ones that you're on, so I'm very interested. Like, the summer I want to know what the summer I Turn Pretty transcript looks like.
That is gonna, or the Red, White, and Royal Blue.
You're just gonna read.
No. I bet that one's a fucking mess.
Yes.
That was great. I listened to that a lot.
Yes, it's such a good one. The vibes are impeccable. Speaking of impeccable.
Yes, stepping our truth. You ruined everything.
She really is a bitch, technically. It's a female dog.
But yes,
I think that a lot
stupid.
now because of
Isn't it so good?
I'm just like, I'll try to dig a stack of pants out and I grab the wrong sides, and in my mind I'm going, you ruined everything. You stupid bitch.
Doesn't it help you like move through disappointment really well? It's just like, okay.
And then where you pause and you're like, you ruined it, and then do the
you ruined everything. We hope everyone got a chance to tune in to our episode last week. Or
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We took a little break last week.
We were on spring break last week.
Yes.
And we're back.
And now we're back.
And we're back. It's beautiful Sunday.
It's going to be 80 degrees today.
It's incredible.
We have a new zest for life.
Oh, is it?
A renewed zest for...
And we didn't go to First Watch. We mixed it up.
Yes.
Yes.
We went to Panera. How did we feel about Panera?
Panera...
It's not the same vibe.
Is Panera going downhill? Maybe our listeners have a better Panera.
It's like the most clickbaity headline. Is Panera going downhill?
Is Panera going?
Search it.
Yeah, I think it's probably the liberals who are.
No, it's the old men that said at the beginning of the Panera talking about abortion rights. Or actually, no, talking not about how their rights.
About how they have voted and ensured that those rights will be revoked.
We will never have access.
Yes. Yeah, that's great for old white men to be discussing.
Yeah. Have y'all looked at the ceiling? Did y'all look? Maybe it's because I work retail and I look at environments and cleanliness. But
oh my God, don't look around here.
Or
at my house.
No, this is incredible.
It's at my house. Well, my shared house with Leslie, but it's my room is always a B+.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good enough.
There's a shirt probably on the
we live
shoes.
Here.
Yeah.
It's but my store, and then I look at environments outward, and I'm like, that needs to be cleaned, or that's kind of dirty, or yeah.
Okay. So in a public establishment, especially.
I sweep for my store every day.
There's
no dust bunnies. But I'm like, I'll vacuum once a week at home. We live here. But I have expectations there.
Yeah.
But Panera is just, they're never going to get to the millennials if that's how
It was also like
Republicans in
Sunday
the front door.
morning at 10 a.m., which is not super hopping time for.
But it's hopping at First Watch.
True. Ooh, that's true.
It's not hopping at Panera.
Yeah.
It's just weird in there. It's all right.
You were analyzing the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how hungry I was. I was like, can't wait to get that bagel.
Yeah, it's an interesting. We have a business whiz among us. You understand the ins and outs of all of this.
Yeah, I keep awareness of like what's going on. That's why I recognize the 4 old white men talking about something that they don't even own, and how it's not appropriate for them to have, or that
and
for
it
women
changes
to have
the
rights.
culture of the establishment. Like it's going to make some people feel seen and heard and accepted, and it's going to make others feel unsafe.
It's silly
And
silly men.
silly men.
Yeah, it's always men.
Men
are the problem.
That's true.
they found their little echo chamber. Good for them.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very special week in the podcast land, and this episode is going to come out the day after, or the day of
The day of.
the day of a momentous day, April
national
19th,
holiday.
a national holiday. I have not been a Swiftie for a new album drop.
For Midnights?
Midnights, I was like, oh, this is exciting, and I was bopping to it.
You're
Like
brand new, not a
I mean,
version.
Midnights was when I was like, Taylor Swift, I love this.
That's
Like,
right, because Midnights was obviously before the Eras tour. That timeline
God,
gets
it's
all...
been that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't think about
Midnights,
that.
but like I didn't stay up. Like I wasn't around for the Midnights Mayhem. Like I was like a passive consumer, like listener, throughout. I enjoyed it, but this is the first that, so like in the 1989 with the vault tracks and Speak Now with the vault tracks, like that was fun and exciting. But this is the first that I will be
Like
a
brand new
Swiftie
Taylor Swift.
for a brand new Taylor Swift album.
I just now put all that together.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
really,
so
it's
excited.
so fun. So yesterday, I forgot to put this in the group chat. It's my failure as the head Swiftie. I don't know.
We'll allow it. Our queen.
So it's so annoying because it's all on Apple Music, and I don't have Apple Music. I don't like Apple Music.
Yeah.
Don't come for me.
I don't either.
I'm a
stand
Spotify
with
Spotify
slut.
girly.
Spotify slut.
Spotify slut.
Our Spotify rap that we get
It's so
fuck
much
Apple
better.
Music.
Well, the interface is just
Yeah.
in general much better. Anyway, we're not here to critique music streaming services.
Anyways.
Because Taylor partners with Apple Music, yesterday.
What they get.
So yesterday, this is classic Taylor Swift decoding messages. We are back to OG.
This is exciting.
Taylor leaving us Easter eggs in the way that she normally would. So in the lyrics to Glitch, there were random capitalized letters throughout the lyrics, and they spelled out hereby. And so then we obviously Swifties on
Hear or ERE.
Like hereby,
like
HERE.
hereby.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
excuse myself.
That's like how you would call a meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so then Taylor Nation tweeted, "We've decoded this one. How about same time tomorrow? What do you think, Apple Music?"
she's gonna do it all week.
So I think there's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be lyrics or like, so there's supposed to be another one today. Today's Sunday. We're recording on Sunday. So I will be making sure that I'm updated.
Will it all be on Midnights?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Isn't it though? Well, because I can't help but think about that interview. Was it on the Tonight Show? Whenever she was talking about Easter eggs.
Yes.
And she said, "How far in advance can I start planning Easter eggs? Can I plan 3 years in advance? Can I?" And so it makes me wonder if it'll all be on Midnights.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And who can say though?
Who can say?
Maybe they'll make us go through her whole discography to find the capital letters in the lyrics.
And you know what? I believe in other Swifties who do that, and then I just
seriously
And wait
learn
for the
about it on the
TikTok.
internet. Yeah,
Not wait for the reel. Wait for the TikTok.
That's right, because TikToks will get it to you first.
God forbid.
They'll take about a week and a half for the reel to show up.
And we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah,
God forbid.
We need.
Why
we
is
need
Instagram so far behind?
Because we're
it's not as cool.
It's millennials.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't understand the difference. Like sitting there and scrolling both, but I do know. Maybe it's because I don't have anything else with TikTok just for messaging and stuff. But Instagram, I have like my pictures and then messages and then reels. So I'm just like during lunch, just put my AirPods in and then just start flinging through reels and then start sharing them. Apparently they're behind.
Yeah, listeners, y'all chime in if this is Reels or TikTok.
Instagram era.
90% of the time, the Instagram reel that Brandon has sent me, I've already seen.
She's already seen it.
This
TikTok.
Oops.
And you know, I see it one way or the other because it shows up in the group chat.
Yeah, that's true.
So one way or the other, I will catch up. I have great confidence and faith in those who hunt and gather video footage for me to consume. It brings me endless joy.
Yeah. Do you see her at Coachella? Well, you sent a TikTok. Yes.
Yes, I did.
Her jamming and having a good life. To her own. I like when she sings along to her own music. It just
she's
makes
like,
me
wow,
so
this
happy.
is a great song.
She literally is a Swiftie. Is it weird that she's a Swiftie?
I know. I saw someone comment.
Believe in your own brand.
Oh, yeah.
I saw someone comment on that video of her singing along to Karma. It was like, I think she should go to the Eras tour. She'd probably really like it.
Well, I mean, think about the concert film. Like, she was living it up.
Yeah, like she's watching her own show. She's like, wow, this is great.
Like she showed up to the theater randomly and bought a ticket and sat there and just jammed to the Eras tour.
So cute. So,
I mean, whatever makes her money.
Yeah.
That's right.
We love to see it.
Right.
Well, the track lengths got released this week.
Sure did.
On Spotify. I had one of my straight male principal sent me a Barstool Sports article that was like...
Stop. Not Barstool Sports.
I know. That was like, the track links for Torture Post Department have been released. And this was like the middle of the workday, so I hadn't been on social media, or I hadn't known yet. And so I get that text from him. When I get a text from a principal, I'm like, oh, this must be something important. No. Barstool Sports article about Taylor Swift. And so I texted him, I was like, I can't believe you sent me the Barstool of that. And it's going to, and now my algorithm's going to be fucked. I'm going to get Barstool Sports.
Barstool Sports, even I follow it, and it's a wide range.
Barstool's fun.
It is a wide range. Like, some of it is like fun, and like there's like Taylor Swift and like Harry Styles in One Direction. Then sometimes it's like the weirdest, like straight white dude stuff that,
I bet they rotate interns.
You can tell when the girlie's in charge.
Rotate interns.
Yeah, they rotate with varying degrees of...
Can we read the tracks out loud? Have we done that?
Not yet. So I've got my Spotify pulled up, and so we are really deducing a lot just based on the lengths of each of these tracks. Size matters.
That's true.
So you heard it here first, folks. No one has ever made that observation. But yeah, starting here at the top, Fortnite featuring Post Malone. How many minutes?
3 minutes and 48 seconds.
Okay.
So that feels like poppy to me.
Feels poppy.
Yeah.
What a fun way to open the album.
I hope so.
Posty is in his heyday.
I love Post Malone. I always have.
An angel.
And his feature on Beyonce's album, The Levi's Jeans, is like one of the best songs on that album. He sings so beautifully on that track.
Is it bad? I haven't listened to it yet.
Brandon.
Oh my God. We have it on vinyl downstairs.
The vinyl is downstairs.
Already?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's red.
Cute.
It's really pretty.
Yes, I mean, we could talk about Beyonce's. We could have a whole other
On Cowboy
episode
Carter.
for Cowboy Carter. It's
Yes.
so good. But
Mad respect for Beyonce. That album is flawless.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Actually, it will go down in history. We were deeply moved. But yeah, Post Malone was incredible there.
So
for
I hope
Levi's
we get
Jeans.
kind of that kind of vibe
That'd be fun.
on this one. The harmonies, it was just so pretty. And so
I saw a TikTok that was like, Post Malone's publicist or whoever, manager should really be getting a race.
Yes.
Because Beyonce and Taylor Swift in the same year, a collab with both, like...
That's a win.
That is quite the win.
after I listened to Levi's Jeans for the first time, I was like, is Post Malone hot?
Are face tattoos actually a kink
Am
for
I
me?
attracted to Post Malone? It just happens to be the song is actually very sexy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to be your Levi's Jeans, or you want to be my Levi's Jeans so you can hug that ass all day long.
I mean, that's pretty hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta listen to it.
Yeah, we need to drop everything now and meet you in the pouring rain and listen to Cowboy Carter.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yes.
And on vinyl, it's so, like, it's made to be on vinyl. It sounds so good. And, like, the little in-between tracks where it's, like, Dolly's introducing a song or Willie Nelson's introducing a song. Like, it just flows so beautifully. I just want to
harmonies,
it feels like I'm
work of
listening to
art.
the radio like I used to when I was...
Spotify has a countdown going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm glad I
So
clicked
4
on it.
days, 12 hours, 24 minutes, and 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 11
13
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, so fun.
Oh, we also have... Oh, my gosh. Okay. We also have whether or not they're explicit now I don't know if I knew that.
I need for them to all be
I'm just
explicit,
finding out now live.
Actually. Okay, well, you'll shoot me I'll read the title and you shoot me the minutes. The Torture Post Department, track 2.
Explicit.
Ooh.
4 minutes and 53 seconds. So that's almost a 5-minute song.
I am really...
So, yeah, usually...
We better have some lyricism.
I know. The song that the album is about.
So it's got the explicit tag. So do we think folklore explicit, or do we think like Midnight's explicit?
Oh, it better be Midnight's explicit. I think that she's going to, because this is obviously a reference to the Tortured Man's Club,
right? Joe Allen's group chat.
And so I hope that Jack Antonoff helped write this.
My thinking,
and I hope that
Braden's wheels were actively
I predict that we have a reference to an art bro.
Yes,
and several F-bombs.
Brandon's wheels are actively turning.
Like, I can see them cranking.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah,
I was thinking of all the self-titled songs that were the album names.
So, there's not that many.
Fearless.
Just
Fearless,
Red.
Speak Now, Red.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation doesn't have one. 1989 doesn't have one. Debut doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Midnight doesn't have one.
So, what's special about those certain songs?
Folklore and Evermore does.
Evermore does, but Folklore doesn't.
Yeah. Evermore.
That's a good thing though to consider. Like what makes those stand out? I mean,
Evermore. That's deep.
So when I think about the like title tracks of albums, it really just like I feel like it always encompasses. Like when I think of the song Fearless, like that makes me feel like the whole album Fearless makes me feel
that's
like
the essence.
It's sparkly and
the quintessence of the album.
Yes,
Red.
And like Speak Now is it's like romantic but also kind of heartbreaking, which is like all of Speak Now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Red.
then Evermore is devastating.
Yeah.
But the album Evermore.
The album is devastating. So.
It's the second track though. I'm so curious why Fortnite is the first with Post Malone. And then the second track on the album is the title track. And it's explicit and it's almost 5 minutes long. I need for it to be like, I need for her to launch us into the journey of this album with this track.
Yes.
I need her to like let us know what is coming.
Like I kind of hope she is famous for doing this where like we start out like Fortnite is like fun, boppy, we're having a good time. Then we launch into Torture Poets Farm and it's like now we're actually going to talk about what fucking happened.
yeah, maybe. And y'all, I mean, keep in mind, Slut for 19 we were like this is going to be a bop. This is going to be so fun.
We're going to shake her ass with Slut.
And then we were waltzing.
We were waltzing to a love song.
So we that's the fun of predictions is we
don't know.
We'll very likely be wrong.
And I love
that's why it wasn't the number one track on 1989 TV. It's not number one.
Is it not?
You're welcome to New York. I will die on that hill.
We start with the vault tracks. That's how it works.
I also love when we do these prediction episodes because when you go back and listen,
we're wrong.
We are so fucking wrong every time. Every time.
That is kind of the fun.
There's one where Savannah we were talking about like the peace sign and her doing the like when I'm on TV, and Savannah goes, because we're gonna see her on TV. And we're like, yeah, and then nothing happened.
No. But a great guess. That's clown emoji, clown emoji. Okay, the track number 3 is My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys.
So 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
So which boy is this?
It's gotta be Joe.
It has to be Joe.
This is a Joe album.
It has to be Joe. And what would be his favorite toy?
Taylor.
Oh, I was thinking of like a vehicle, you know?
Okay, no, you were thinking real literally, and we respect. I am feeling that this is going to be a description of how he has broken.
I think it's going to be reflective. It's going to be, you did this before, this many times before me, and then I thought it was going to be okay, but turns out you always break.
Oh, you think she is going to explore how he always breaks his favorite toys.
It seems like, because
he only breaks his favorite toys. So maybe he loves her the most, so he's the shittiest to her, which is a tortured, horrible situation. Not okay, not endorsing that. But then his side pieces, he's really good to. That's my prediction.
I like that.
We'll circle back.
Damn.
Honestly, on the day that this is released, we will know.
Right.
Also, something else I fear from this album. So, what Swifties love to do is like abbreviate album titles with the initials. And this album has so many long titles. I just know I'm going to see a whole bunch of letters and be like, I don't know what the fuck that song. Like,
and then try to mix it.
It's going to be like
around.
MBOBHFT, my favorite song. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. The bracelets are going to get longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
TBA, yeah. For sure. All right. Track number 4 is Down Bad.
Down Bad, explicit, 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
This has got to be a Rep 5.
So
I hope. Or it's how she's down bad. She loves him so much.
So I wish I'd taken a picture of this, but on my whiteboard in my office at work right now, I have a countdown to Torture Poets Apartment, and then below it, I have what song are you claiming in with a blank. I let kids fill it in.
Cute.
So, but before I left,
stop being perfect. That is so cute.
It is angelic.
They get very excited.
I know.
Not welcoming. What am I? Not
affirming,
inclusive.
supportive.
Yeah, there's so many good words.
But
playful.
It's like that is how I like. If they're just sometimes like kids will just come in because they want to get out of class, which whatever. Sometimes that's what you need during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And if they put something on there, I'm like, why? Like, why do you want to claim that one? What do you think?
We can talk about it. Yeah.
Right.
And then we have a conversation that I could actually justify them sitting in my office for 20 minutes
because it immediately becomes therapeutically relevant.
Obviously.
Like,
yeah.
But anyway, before I left on Friday, I erased what the kid had written and I wrote Down Bad because I'm claiming Down Bad.
Ooh, okay.
So
you're claiming Down Bad.
I'm gonna shake my ass to Down Bad.
Oh, you think it? Okay, all right.
I think it. I don't have the thing pulled up, but there's a screenshot that has like the producers that are on the songs. I think Jack Antonoff is on.
Cute.
Down Bad.
Okay, we need some synth. We need some pop. Yeah, that would be really fun. Okay, track number 5, which historically is a heartbreaker, right? Track number 5 are usually the.
Track number 5 is she puts her most emotionally honest songs on track number 5.
Okay, well, track number 5 is So Long London.
Which, yeah.
Whew. Yeah, for So Long London Boy, y'all, we need to, I think it was Savannah who said that London Boy, she now thinks of Harry Styles. She now thinks of literally anyone but Joe.
That one's 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
4 minutes and 22.
Mm-hmm. I love that one.
That song's about Harry.
That's one of my top 10 favorite songs, too.
This is 1 second longer than the previous song.
Yeah.
What is she saying? What is she saying with this?
What is she saying?
Also, with 421 and 422, it makes me think of 420, of course. And it makes me wonder. Yeah, well, but it makes me wonder, like, was Joe just high all the time and using that as an excuse for being an asshole? Or
well, so she does reference a lot of him, like, you're smoking with your friends, or like, the moon is high like the night when we first met. Like, she does talk about him being high a lot.
Which, I mean,
like, and I think Taylor also smokes weed because she's been seen at that weed club, and Travis does for sure.
Yeah.
Even if I had never seen him smoke weed on TikTok.
Himbo,
yeah. That man be smoking weed all the time.
He's smoking weed all the time. We get it. But it just, I'm hoping there's some reference to that because it sounds like that's part. I would be curious. I'm curious if Joe used his level of sobriety as some kind of like weaponized, like, oh, I made out with her, but it's because I was high. I didn't know what I was doing.
No, that's not an excuse.
Yeah, it's not an excuse. Which
what is it like?
I'm ready to be mad.
The like drunk thoughts or drunk actions or like sober.
Your sober thoughts.
Yeah, sober thoughts. Or
drunk words or sober thoughts.
Yeah.
So, who can say we contain multitudes? No shade to anyone. I'm just.
Drunk words.
But all the shade to Joe, actually.
I never think about, like, drunk words or sober thoughts. Like, when I'm drunk, I'm a very lovey-dovey drunk, so I'm like, I love everybody so much. Like, I will sit in your lap and hold you and be like, I love you.
Jay, side note, he went to the Eclipse with A.
Yes.
And they went camping, and it was adorable. So cute. He called me from a Mexican restaurant. And he had two beers, 1 beer, 1 1/2 beers. And I heard him.
He was Liddy Titty, wasn't he?
He was Liddy Titty in the middle of the afternoon at a Mexican restaurant in Ohio. And I shit you not, he was like, everyone here, I love you so much. I love you, and I love you. You're the best people in the world for this experience. And it was cute.
Precious.
He is the most precious drunk.
He's the most lovey fucking drunk.
We're kindred spirits.
He's a lightweight. He does not drink much, but then he is such a lovey guy.
My favorite thing, like, it was it last year? Maybe it was your birthday trip when we went to the beach. One of our many beach trips.
Yes.
we had been on the beach all day. Oh, it was the day of your birthday, so we'd been on the beach all day. We were drinking, we were having a good time, and he was like hugging people, whatever, and you were like, "Babe, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Baby, I'm textbook drunk."
Baby, I'm textbook drunk.
And I was like,
which was probably like 2 seltzers.
Yeah.
He was hugging random people on the beach?
No, us.
Oh, okay.
Like we were playing in the water.
That sounds like something I would do.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, he would hug a random person on the beach.
Correct, yeah.
I love that he, like, I don't remember that. That's one of the best parts of that.
You were probably also drunk because it was your birthday.
Yes. Well, remember, and then I like laid in the sun. And anyway, I was having a great time.
We fried.
Was not blackout, but anyway. Yeah, it was a good time. Mm-hmm. But we get lovey and kind whenever we are inebriated.
Because
I bet that Joe Alwyn... Yes, exactly. Because Inner Me is not...
lovey and silly.
I mean, we can say multitudes, but we're not totally terrible like Joe Alwyn.
Totally terrible. We're not totally terrible.
Totally terrible. Okay, next track. Track number 6. But Daddy, I Love Him.
But Daddy, I Love Him. It's explicit.
It better be.
At 5 minutes and 40 seconds. That is almost 6 minutes.
So I saw something that this is the longest track up there with All Too Well.
So it's, I think it's the 5th longest in her discography.
Okay.
So Last Kiss is a little over 6 minutes. All Too Well. Enchanted's over 5 minutes, or over almost 6 minutes. So it's up there with some of her heavy
very
hitters.
Longest. But Daddy, I Love Him.
I mean, whomst among us?
What are your thoughts? Brandon, have you ever loved somebody that you shouldn't have? That you had to make excuses for?
I was going to wait down to, I can fix him, but no, really, I can't. You know.
Also, whomst among us?
An excellent one. Damn it! I should have waited. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, Bean.
No,
that's a good one.
I'm claiming that one.
I can fix it.
You heard it here first. He's claiming
that one's gonna be mine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow, God.
Good.
But Daddy, I Love Him is gonna break our hearts.
Have y'all seen
on Zoom when we Zoom Thursday night, Friday morning? I will undo video of that.
Oh my God!
Stop video. Yeah.
Have y'all seen the Little Mermaid theory with this one?
No.
Okay.
What?
So,
tell me everything.
But Daddy, I Love Him is something that Ariel says to King Trident in the movie The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And she says this to him after knowing or seeing Prince Eric on the boat, and he's hot. So she's like, "Well,
but Daddy, I love him.
But Daddy, I love him." And
yes.
Yeah, so in order to be with him, she gives up her voice.
She has to give up her voice.
She gives up her voice to be with him.
And her autonomy. Because then she's a slave to Ursula.
Was this a TikTok?
This was a TikTok.
Okay.
You'll see it in about 2 weeks.
On Reels.
Yeah. Taylor often does make like literary references and stuff in her music, and not that the Disney movie is I mean, it's based on like a fable, but
no way.
So people are saying that this might have something to do with like her giving up her voice, like hiding.
That would be a really
to be with him.
Perfect illustration, a beautiful parallel.
That remake, by the way, was really good. But
wow,
I enjoyed it.
Prince Eric is so fucking hot.
We have covered this on the pod that Katie Bird lost her shit.
I exclaimed.
In a theater full of
children.
They were small children.
I exclaimed.
We were on vacation. It was you were very happy.
One of the rainy days at the beach, we just drove over to the theater. We watched The Little Mermaid live action. And let me tell you,
you were blushing.
First of all, you can't have this man in a white peasant shirt that's all soaked through, swinging on a freaking pirate ship. Sir.
Right.
It was an Anthony Bridgerton.
I felt like I was watching.
Did y'all watch that? Pause. Did y'all watch that? I sent it to you. It was Facebook, God forbid.
I literally responded, not Facebook.
But did you watch the season 3?
I watched the trailer already.
Did you watch it?
I don't think I have. I have seen Nicola.
Colin looks great.
Colin looks hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people are obsessed.
He's beefed. He's beefed up.
I'm jazzed.
And Penelope yellow dress looks so good too.
Oh, she looks fucking fabulous.
Beautiful.
Okay. Nicola, what's her name? Her last, I just saw her photo shoot, whenever that was.
With the red dress where she's like freaking snatched as hell. She looks so good.
She is
even though they're
iconic.
doing 2 parts, them fuckers. But yeah.
So this is not related at all to the Tortured Poets Department. But how old do you all think she is? That actress.
Yellow dress.
Yeah. Penelope.
27.
Okay.
23.
She's 37 years old.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, she was in Dairy Girls, which, I mean, everybody watched Dairy Girls.
I hope I look good at 37.
I know. I'm like, okay.
Like, she is stunning.
I'm trying to get like you, girly.
Yeah. Wow. And she just is so effervescent. She is so beautiful.
But Colin.
He does look really good. Anyway, back to Tortured Poets.
Yes, sorry.
That's going to be really fun. For those who enjoy Bridgerton and didn't know this, we recap Bridgerton on the pod.
Yep, that'll be some of our summer episodes. So I'll be looking forward to that.
We have done a couple of seasons back in there. Okay, the next track number, I'm losing count, 7? Mm-hmm. Fresh out of the Slammer.
Fresh out the Slammer.
She's never been arrested, right?
No.
But she was locked up.
That one's at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, so, we sing this song all the time. You can be my jailer, Burton to this Taylor.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm willingly putting myself in jail for you. And now she's fresh out the Slammer.
Yeah.
Now it's coming together.
Mm-hmm. It's all, if you had watched any of the TikToks I've sent to you, you would know this. It's okay.
No, I have seen this theory as well. I feel that this is one of the reasons why this album is so exciting for me, because I actually understand, like, I see Fresh out the Slammer, and I think...
When did you send that one?
It was a while ago, like when the tracks were first released.
Okay, now I don't feel as bad because I have such a terrible memory. If it was like last week, I'd be like, shit, am I that far behind?
It's definitely been a while. You probably did watch it, just forgot.
You gotta complete a task.
Correct.
Yeah.
I got a terrible memory. Okay.
Anyway, I just I'm able to now see, and for anyone who is not yet a Swiftie, dive in because it's so fun.
It's really
so fun to like see a track title and be like, oh no, I bet that will be about this.
Dive in
because I know now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty clear on what that one's going to be. Track number 8. Florida.
So when we get down to the for your birthday trip,
3 exclamation points featuring Florence and the Machine.
Explicit. 3 minutes and 35 seconds.
When we cross the state line, I don't know how many vehicles we're taking, but like that must be on as we all cross the state line.
We're running the telly.
It will.
And then we'll need that'd be when we have a group photo. We'll have the theme of lyrics somehow.
Incredible.
That'll be really cute. I hope the song is not sad.
True.
So Florence and the Machine I think of it as her and then
she's the head
band.
Of the band.
But yeah, she is one of my favorite. I just absolutely have loved every album she's ever put out. She is incredible. She talks a lot about mental health and a lot about feminine rage, which we love to see.
Florence and the Machine. She's got great energy.
It makes so much sense to me that Taylor is collabing with her. Yeah. It feels like just
but 3
incredible
exclamation
energy.
points, that shouldn't be sad. Like when I use exclamation points, I'm like, yeah.
But then Slut had an exclamation point and was,
Well, so Taylor is also the queen of writing just absolutely devastating lyrics with like the funnest, poppiest beat you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of on 3 a.m. edition. What's the song? Oh, my love is a lie.
Yeah, it's different. Like that's a breakup song.
Yeah, a bop.
That was
but
good.
Like devastating lyrics.
Yeah, or like Forever Winter. Like that song is so sad, but it's like da na 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 da na na. It's like
it's the juxtaposition.
No, but this person I'm dealing with is suicidal.
Good times. Good times. All right, track number 8, Guilty as Sin? ?
Guilty as Sin. 4 minutes and 14 seconds for that one.
Guilty as Sin? Incredible
Guilty
title.
As Sin?
Incredible title.
Do we think this is like I did something bad energy? Not same production, but like same kind of vibe.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Yeah. Is she talking about herself? Is she talking about Joe? Is she talking about a fictional, a third party? An innocent third party? I'm really curious. Really curious. What I really want, these are my hopes and dreams. I hope that she takes direct quotes from fights that they've had. And then she turns it into a lyric. And then she she talks about this in Speak Now. We've all been in conversations where at the time we didn't know what to say. we didn't really have a response.
Yes.
But then, after you think about it for
when
a
you're
while,
in the shower, you're like, hold on.
You have the clearest...
I could have destroyed them with this one.
I could have destroyed them with exactly this.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that Taylor is ever at a loss for words anymore. I know in Speak Now, she kind of speaks to that. Of like, hey, sometimes you're frozen on the spot, and it's important to speak up when it's time to speak.
Right.
If you can access those words, no shame if you can't. But
just communicate.
Yeah. But it makes me wonder if she's gonna guilty as sin. If some of these will be fights that they've had or like shit that he said, and then this is her response.
I wonder what Joe's doing on Friday.
He better be fucking hiding.
He has to be in his household.
You
for that
bury
I hope he
yourself
shaves his
underground,
head.
sir.
I hope he pulls a Harry and shaves his
I hope
head.
there's some Swifties over there that's just going to follow him around.
I mean, honestly, like, leave him alone. He's like a person.
He's a human.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But
so
He's definitely hiding.
Taylor's fine.
Taylor is just fine.
Taylor is just fine. She's
right.
happy. She does not need us to hunt down her exes.
Yeah, same thing with, like, when she, like, scolded us for, like, commenting on John Mayer, as in, I've never done this, but, like, commenting on John Mayer's Instagram, where she's like, I don't need you to defend me for something that happened to me when I was 19 years old.
I'm really good.
I'm okay.
I'm A-okay. Thank you. And
actually, I made, like, $1 billion writing songs about him, so I think we're good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious. I also wonder, is she going to have any references to, do you think we're past Scooter Braun? Do you think there's going to be any more, fuck Scooter Braun?
Fuck Scooter Braun.
And with all the things, maybe there's more information that she's going to divulge about, because didn't everyone stop working with him?
So, yeah, there was, like, a mass exodus
over the past year
of people leaving or not working with him anymore. That's a good question. I wonder.
The next track number 9, 10. Who's afraid of little old me? Question mark. 2 question marks. Two tracks with question marks.
Back to back, actually. Whew. 5 minutes and 34 seconds. That's a long one.
Yeah.
That's the second longest after But Daddy, I Love Him.
Yeah. Oh, God. I should have... we haven't even talked about her Stages of Grief
Oh,
breakdown.
that's right.
That shook all of us. The 5 stages. How she made these on Apple Music.
Well, and the Swifties called it, too. They were like, this seems like...
The Stages of Grief.
And she was like, ding, ding, ding. You got it.
Ding, ding, ding.
And
incredible.
And so she created these playlists with all of her music.
And put Lover
in Denial. I wonder if this is going to be one of those, like, bait and switch... Or, like, one of her, like, satirical songs,
Ooh,
where
like
it's like,
Antihero?
who's afraid of little old me? When she knows, like, she's pretty powerful and, like...
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of like, like, Blank Space is like... She's like, yeah, I'm a slut who likes to, like, fuck with guys. You know?
Like, maybe
but
she's mocking...
It's satire. She's mocking how people...
Perceive her and experience her. Yeah, maybe. That would be really interesting. That could work. There's a reason why she released the titles weeks in advance so that we can all stew over this, because they're fascinating. Okay, the next track is I Can Fix Him, parentheses, no, really, I can.
This is the shortest one on the album, 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Thank God.
Yeah. This is up there with, like, Vigilante Shit is like a 2.5 minute song. Glitch is a short
Packs
one,
a
too.
punch, though.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is...
it's going to be good.
I think just seeing this one was... We kind of all...
Went.
All the girlies were like, yeah.
Oh, we've all been there. Yeah.
I had a girl in my office this week crying, saying, I really thought that he would change for me.
I really thought he would change
and I was
for
like,
me.
oh, baby. No, ma'am.
This is a really classic way to work through our shit.
Yeah.
It's like, if this asshole will change for me, then
Yes.
I must really be good. And it's a terrible loop to get caught in. It hurts.
We read smut that's like, once they find the right girl, like, they are all in and, like, they completely turn it around.
Reformed right.
Yeah, like, we love that shit because that's idealistic.
It feels so good.
It feels so good when he changes for you.
It's fictional. It's not... Men, well, all of us, we change because we want to, and because we're ready to. That belongs to the individual. I am a professional mental health clinician. I cannot change anyone.
No.
if they are ready to change and they would like to make a change, I can empower that and encourage that and support that. Yeah, all day long. That I thrive on that. I would love to help. But I cannot make anyone change.
Changes, they are made by the person themselves.
Yeah.
Nobody else can really affect that change.
It's no amount of my goodness can make someone...
my goodness.
Yeah, because I've always been like, well, maybe if I'm better... Maybe if I do this better, I can fix him. And it feels great, doesn't it? It feels so good to be like, oh, well, if I am just good, I have power.
Yes.
Over this powerless situation. It's such I think that is going to resonate around the world. We're all going to, I hope it inspires some real breakups.
Yes. Well,
some empowerings.
And what I said to the girlie who was just so deeply upset, she was like, I would take him back tomorrow if he wanted me back. I was like, oh, baby.
Yeah.
I was like...
If he wanted me back, so he dumped her.
He dumped her.
Because, why?
Well, he's a cheating son of a bitch. He's a teenager. He's dumb. He's a teenager.
He's a child.
But he's fucking around. Like,
oh, he cheated?
Yeah.
Oh, that would... And then
and I know everyone involved, every single fucking person.
No.
The other girl in the situation was in my office the day before. I didn't realize what she was like. I didn't realize it was that situation that she was upset about. Yeah, she was saying like, I just can't get this guy to like me or whatever. And,
oh my God.
But then I didn't realize that was the situation until the girlfriend came in upset and was like, he dumped me and he's seeing this other girl. And I was like, oh, I know everyone involved and I have everybody's side of the story, except for the boy. I don't talk to the boy.
But it's so hard to remain objective when people are getting hurt.
Yes. Well, what I told her, I was like, the best thing I can tell you right now is that I know you say that you want him back, but he showed you who he is, and you have to believe him.
Ooh, believe people when they show you who they really are.
Yeah, the first time.
Oof,
you believe them the first time.
Yeah, and I that is the voice of experience over here. I've spent a lifetime not believing people. I have spent a lifetime saying, but I can fix him. No, really, I can. And insert him with her organization, systemic. Like, I mean, I have no shortage of energy to fix.
Yeah. I was like,
I've had to learn.
He's showing you and you have to believe him.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, and I was like, look, I'm not one to believe that you have to glean anything from a negative experience, but this is something that future you will look back on and say, I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him that time, but this time I'm going to believe him.
I mean, yeah, give people the benefit of the doubt, but also take note.
Yeah, and it works both ways. Like, if the person that you're with is showing you that they are trustworthy and kind and they're going to treat you well, believe them.
Believe them.
Because if you don't, you're punishing them for something they didn't do to you.
Yeah, and that one's harder too when you haven't believed the red flags in a previous relationship and then somebody is giving green flags.
Yes.
It's hard to trust the green flags. Yes.
I love him.
And that's why, it's helpful to talk to people, reality test, talk to others who are maybe a little more objective.
Yeah, check in with your friends. Like, your friends who will be honest with you and say, like, hey, this is the situation. Like, what do you think? Is this right? Is this okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough out there. We're all just trying to be loved and be kind to folks, and
it's a good thing we've got Taylor to guide us through.
Yes, Taylor. Oh,
it's tough out there.
She's our shaman, our guide. Yes, we love it. Okay, the next one, love of my life, LOML, all lowercase.
Yes, explicit. 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Now,
incredible.
Harry Styles also has a song called "Love of My Life." Baby, you are the love of my life. That one.
Oh no!
Is it?
Did they hook
track?
up?
How is the track titled? LMOL. Oh, LMOL.
Yeah, it's called LMOL. Love of my life.
Yeah, Taylor's is LMOL.
But Harry's is Love of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On Harry's house. Yeah, that's right. Maybe they were on a break, and then she.
What drama can we start today?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's about Harry.
We are still.
Savannah will be so excited.
She's happily in love with Travis, who we deeply adore.
Yes. I'm like, maybe she has always loved Harry Styles? Question mark.
It makes sense to me. No,
I'm really curious. This could go so many ways, especially the fact that she didn't spell it out. It's the only lowercase situation on the entire album.
I wonder, like, LOML, like, are we saying letters in the song? Are we going to sing the phrase? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Do we refer to it as love of my life? What if it stands for something else?
Lommel.
Lommel. Do we know the producers on this one?
I don't have that picture pulled up at the moment.
It's explicit. We're gonna find out. I would imagine she considered Joe the love of her life. Mm-hmm. The next one, I can do it with a broken heart.
Explicit. 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
What do we think?
I mean, this has got to be. We're starting the Eras Tour knowing that we've already broken up with Joe. But we didn't find out until after the Eras Tour had already started. Like, Tree didn't release a statement to whoever it was until after the Eras Tour had started.
Yeah.
Well, true. And maybe she wanted to... Maybe Taylor was like, let me just get a few of these under my belt. Mm-hmm. That is
without,
wild.
like, everyone losing their mind about the 6-year relationship. Because she knew that we were all like, she seems happy with Joe. Like, we didn't know what was going on.
That was bonkers.
Because she told, like, she's gaslighting us now. She told us, like, Folklore and Evermore, that these are fictional albums. Like, I'm writing from, like, this fictional space, and, like,
I'm basing this off
of, like, experiences I've seen other people go through.
No.
Yeah. And we're like, okay.
Not all of them.
Well, yeah, and then
I watched the Long Pond Studio.
Yes. So good, right?
It's really good.
Yes, so I had not seen it the first time, when we knew she was with Joe. I watched it a few weeks ago, and I sent a video to y'all, and I was like, wait a minute. She was sitting around the fire with Jack Antonoff and Aaron Dessner, and she was talking about Betty and how Joe apparently, just wizarded up the bridge to the song or something. Like, he was singing it. And then Jack was pretty snarky about Joe, or about William Bowery. And because for the uninitiated, that is
Joe.
That is Joe's pen name.
His pseudonym.
Sure.
That's what he was writing under when he was writing songs with Taylor.
We'll allow it. But
I like that whole space they did. That Long Pond Studio thing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And singing and then sitting by the fire.
The tracks, like, there's some versions, like, I prefer some of the Long Pond versions, like, over, like, the original album version.
Magic, yeah.
But yeah, there's a whole album you can listen to. It's so good.
But yeah, it just makes me wonder if there was more tumultuous. We're gonna find out by Friday. We're gonna know. There's clearly much more tumultuousness
by Thursday morning or Friday morning at midnight. 12:01 a.m.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna know more. But yeah, I can do it with a broken heart. Rough. It sounds like there were multiple things going poorly. There were multiple.
Me staying up that late.
Yeah, doing it with a broken heart. We're gonna cry tears.
But the tears will keep me awake.
For sure.
The tears will keep me awake.
For sure. All right,
I'm a very much 10 p.m. time for bedtime baby.
Me too.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
10:30.
This midnight shit is...
Yeah.
We're going to need a nap. Mm-hmm. All right, the next one. The smallest man who ever lived.
Explicit. 4 minutes and 5 seconds.
My prediction...
Smallest penis that ever lived?
I was going to say, my prediction, I hope that she talks about the size of his dick. I need it to be really tiny.
I unfortunately don't think that's true because she has written a song about like how good he is in bed.
False god.
Yeah.
Well, how good he is with his mouth.
With his mouth. That's true.
Maybe
she doesn't write a lot about penetrative sex.
That's what I'm saying. She's about to.
She's about to.
If you know what I mean.
She's about to.
She's getting railed. As she should. As she should.
Blondie
for her.
Is getting
telling you though, basic white little boy.
Yeah.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is. They're just like, whoa, hello.
They're just packing.
Didn't expect that.
Heat.
And for what?
And for what? I think that every red-blooded person into red-blooded American, the smallest man who ever lived, and immediately jumped to dicks. I would be disappointed if we didn't.
Red-blooded American. I can't count past 3 since Dale died.
Oh my god!
Since Dale died.
Oh my god!
One of my leads said that last week, and I had never heard that. And I can't count past 3 since Dale died.
Anytime you make a math mistake and arithmetic.
I sure did.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I laughed. I forgot what she was doing, and I laughed for 5 minutes straight. I'm like, how have I never heard that?
Incredible. We're going to use it now.
After all the NASCAR races I've been to. God.
The next track. The Alchemy.
The Alchemy. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. I could not tell you what this is about.
So, albatross. Where do we think that the albatross is coming in?
What's the definition of alchemy?
Alchemy is like chemistry.
Oh, so I've seen lots of theories on... Yeah, so the alchemy is like potions and stuff. Like an alchemist would be like a little science shit. Like a chemist. Yeah, so I predict witchy vibes. I saw a clowning prediction situation that was talking about like golden... Like the... Did you see this with the oxidization?
Oh boy.
Not an alchemist.
Oh
not
boy.
a chemist.
Our STEM Swifties, they know.
Yes, our STEM Swifties understand. Y'all, please update us. Clear this up for us. But it was talking about how love is golden, love is maroon. It was talking about the oxidization of metals. And now I can't think of what it was.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
But we think that there's going to be some chemistry in this track.
Maybe she's talking about chemistry. How chemistry doesn't mean anything.
Ooh, that's a great.
Unless.
Thank you, English major.
You're welcome. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Okay, and the final track, which that photo shoot in Midnights, it just all makes sense.
Yeah.
The final track is Clara Bow.
Yes, at 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Clara,
have you done a quick Wikipedia on Clara?
I googled Clara because I'm not learned and I don't know who she is. And
I did not know who Clara Bow was until she started talking about her.
Yeah, so she's like she was like the it girl in movies. Clara Bow. She was like, this was like early film,
silver screen.
Yeah, like she was the it girl you wanted in all of your movies.
And she was...
But she was in... because she was in silent films. And then when they transitioned into, like, the talkies, like, talking films, and, you know, when she got her voice on the screen, no one wanted to hire her anymore. And so she kind of had this whole spiral.
When she got her voice.
Yeah.
Clara Bow, she did this photo shoot, or Taylor did this photo shoot for Midnights, where she's got, like, the pensive... Like, she's in a nightie, and she's got this pensive look upwards, and it's an exact... replica of this photo of Clara Bow, and it's like, I'm really excited to hear. I think this is going to be a feminist kind of expose on our expectations of women and how there's no winning. And so just be you.
Just be you.
I'm hopeful. I think
because she did what now? She
was a silent film star. She was in tons of silent movies, like in the 1930s, and then when they transitioned into like motion pictures where they were talking and, you know, moving over from like Charlie Chaplin over to like Wizard of Oz.
And they were saying that she was dating too much too.
Yeah. So they didn't want to cast her anymore once she was able to talk on screen, and like yeah, she also had this like big spiral where people were saying like she's worldly and she's a woman about
she's
about
loose.
town.
Yeah.
A woman about town. Yeah.
So very hits different because I think she was in an asylum. Like she was not.
God forbid, live a life.
Hysteria. Yeah, they were saying that she's hysterical.
She's hysterical, but she's
she
like
was
a person.
being gaslit. And,
God forbid.
So I'm really into that. I love all the backstory and the references, and this is going to be fascinating. A little history lesson for us.
Yeah. So what do we think? What song do we think the lyric "I love you, it's ruining my life"? Like, where do you think that is? What song?
But Daddy, I can fix him.
But Daddy, I can fix... Or, wait, I can fix him, no, really, I can't. Or, but Daddy, I love him.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm mashing those two together.
But Daddy, I can fix him?
I think it's But Daddy, I love him.
But Daddy, I love him.
Yeah.
I love you, it's ruining my life.
It could be any of these.
Maybe Down Bad.
You don't think So Long London?
Ooh, maybe.
What'd you say?
So Long London.
So Long London.
Do you think So Long London is like the sister track to Cornelia Street? Like, I can leave London. I can walk Cornelia Street.
The whole album, I think, is.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be
Sister,
devastated.
just All Too Well's grown-up sister. The big sister of All Too Well.
I am excited to release some rage.
Yes.
Rage.
Yes. This is a fascinating... Wow.
Well, we have spent an hour talking about Taylor Swift.
Sure did.
58 minutes.
58 minutes and 46 seconds.
It just goes by so fast.
Yes. So, look forward to our next short and spicy, where I'm going to read an insane Reddit story. I'll give you the headlines. That way you're teased. And that'll remind me to actually do this next time. So next time, on the next short and spicy, so in a couple weeks, we're going to read The Time I Fucked Up by Submitting Hardcore Furry Erotica instead of my final paper.
Damn it. Now I want to know.
It's going to be good. Yeah. It's going to be good. Y'all have that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Our Swiftie Angels.
And by then, we will have this album and be forever changed.
We will be forever changed. We will see if our predictions held up or if we were completely
I'm sure they are wrong.
I'm sure they are all wrong. And that is the fun of it. Please prove me wrong, Taylor. Yes, surprise us, shock us. We're into it. Listeners, thank you so much for joining us for this. We've gotten some messages from listeners in the past that not all of them are Swifties, but they love hearing about it. Hearing about it. And it's really sweet to me because it's just such a fun thing to share with folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
our short and spicy, our 4-inch and spicy.
Oh, yep.
Our average,
short, our average
spicy.
Oh.
All right.
Was it the mub, the micro?
We don't. Nope.
Remind me so I can Google it again.
Micro penis. Nope. We're good.
It's a micro and spicy.
The micro and spicy among us. We love to see it.
It's like a little
listeners.
Helmet.
Next week, because we are breezing right over these descriptions of penises. Next week we are reading The Hating Game.
The Hating Game by Sally Thorne.
Oh my God. It's incredible. It is included in Spotify Premium right now for anyone who'd like to listen. It is an oldie but a goodie. I'm thrilled that we're reviewing it.
Yes, we read the book and we watched the movie. So we're going to talk about
the book.
So please read The Hating Game. If you want to watch the movie, you can. But let me tell you, the sex scene that is in this, it's a rated R movie, and I was like, great, how awesome for us.
We saw
what the fuck was that?
That was like a PG-13. If that.
Listen to next week's episode. We'll talk about that crazy, weird-ass sex scene that was in that
We have things
movie.
to say.
Yeah.
We have things to say. But,
all right.
The book is worth it.
The book is good, fluffy feels all the way through.
Enjoy. Okay, y'all. We're looking forward to it.
Yep. Thank you so much for listening. You can always follow us on socials at Smut is Better with Friends. You can email us your thoughts, feelings, comments, suggestions at smutisbetterwithfriends@gmail.com. And if you like this podcast, please rate and review it. 5 stars is our preference, but
we'd love to hear from
it. Doesn't matter.
Regardless.
And then until next time, fresh out the slammer, I guess. Bye.